I've seen an erotic movie called Toppings.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Check it out. Yeah. Foreign Film Festival.
Toppings.
Maybe foreign as in Hindi for fast.
Right.
All right, we're getting close to the new year. I don't know what day it is because of my medication. I took the 4th vaccine.
Really?
It's fully free. They were begging me to take it.
The Russian one?
Beijing. I was in Beijing, yeah.
Okay.
Any passerby, they just smack it into you immediately, yeah. But no, so we want to do specials throughout the week in case you're not... I know you're not listening to IVM shows and I know you don't follow Cyrus Says. As someone on it, I accept you're a man of class and taste. And
follow the episodes I am on.
Which is correct.
Yeah.
Why should you? As an Indian politician, why do you care about the people? It's just you. So, as the expert, and you are the cinema expert, you have your own show called Has It Aged Well?
Available on the IVM Pop channel every Monday.
Yeah, why can't it have names that I remember? For old people, give me names I remember. Call it Manoj. I could just call it Manoj. I just have to remember Manoj. No. I have to go, Has It Aged Well?
How do you remember the abbreviation? No, HIAW. HIAW.
I just mentioned, I think, to other people that Chinese products aren't allowed. Kejriwal has now come out and said,
really?
You can't buy anything Chinese. Yeah, I'm going to return my refrigerator. The only problem is it doesn't go through my Japanese door.
Ooh, whose phone was that?
That's probably
I apologize.
There's a director calling him right now. He wants his film to be pushed up to the top of the list. So this is all about favorite movies.
Yes.
And you are the cinephile.
Yes. So
and just like my wife, but you shave. You attend all these foreign
film festivals.
And
not foreign, Indian,
foreign, whatever you call them. But you get to watch Iranian, Korean, all the better films of the world. So yeah.
So my favorite film of this year was a film. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
This is Rahul Bose.
No.
In the lead role.
Close.
He shows his glutes in this movie.
No. It stars Michelle Yeoh, who is this legendary Chinese actress.
Yeah.
And she...
I just said don't mention Chinese products and straight away first number one Chinese actress, Chinese, sab kuch Chinese.
It's a story of a mother and a daughter and a family which is running a laundromat, an immigrant family in America which is running a laundromat.
Oscar-winning film?
No. So, the premise might sound similar to last year's film called Minari, but this is very different. So what happens is, this is just the first 5 minutes of the film. Something occurs because of which the doors of the multiverse open up, which means that there is this theory that there are various versions of you in different universes and they all start bleeding into each other. So this boring woman and her husband who are running a very bland laundromat, suddenly they become these superhero-like figures who have to save the universe from their own daughter who's become a supervillain.
Wow.
Yes. And then they traverse across...
Shakespearean Greek tragedy meets. Yeah, wow, lovely.
They traverse across
Did
various...
they kill their daughter?
No, it's something interesting though. So
but they actually fight. I mean,
they actually fight. But all of this is, of course, a metaphor for the teenage angst of the children towards their parents, and the whole immigrant experience of how children of immigrants find themselves a little.
Where are they?
They are in America, but the parents,
Chinese immigrants.
Yes, but the daughter is
the modern. It's modern conservative clash.
Yes,
it's like you and me.
Yes.
I'm conservative and you're modern. Yes, except you're not my daughter, but you should be.
I wish I was. So Everything Everywhere All at Once was a film that completely blew me away. It incorporates almost every filmmaking technique.
Is it mildly a comedy as well?
It is comedic in parts, but it incorporates almost every filmmaking trick.
The moment you go with the generational gap thing, I think it opens up for comedy, right?
Yeah.
Because, you align yourself to one side as a viewer and then immediately one person is just making a fool of themselves. Yeah.
I mean, the whole idea that the daughter is a supervillain, but still the mother will just hadakav her because after all, you're a daughter.
Asians. Completely.
So that was one film I really liked. The other is a cricket-related film. It was called Kaun Praveen Tambe.
Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the film? For Rajasthan Royals. No, I didn't see the film. I watched cricket, so I know who he is. Played for Mumbai, leg spinner, very talented. Zubin Bharucha picked him. So there's a Parsi hand there. I hope he is mentioned in the film. If he's not mentioned in the film, I'm walking out right now.
I think he is,
yes. That's communalism.
I think
Zubin handpicked Praveen Tambe and said, this is the guy. Put him into the squad. And next thing you know, he became a household name for 3 seasons. And he also played for Mumbai. And, he did pretty well. And at what age? 37?
40.
Cross 40 in the IPL.
39 or 40, I think, Abby Kuruvilla is in the film. He's playing himself, and
they couldn't afford an actor. Abhi, bad news. Tu hi karo.
Shreyas Talpade plays Praveen Tambe, and I think he's played it very well. It reminds you of
Praveen's got a much bigger face than Shreyas.
So the real Praveen Tambe makes an appearance in the end, yes. And I think it's a great double feature to play with Iqbal.
Where do they end the picture?
When he gets picked up at the IPL for the IPL.
Oh, they don't go beyond that. Where he actually wins a couple of man of matches and all that. Yeah.
No.
Excellent.
So that's where it ends. But a wonderful film. I think it's a very.
But it's amazing because his surname in Marathi means stop. So it was very confusing. Everywhere he went, he would just stop.
Oh, that's Thamb. It's Tambe.
You don't speak the language better. You don't understand the intricacies of language.
Okay.
But jokes apart, it's a heartwarming tale, and sadly he didn't get enough. Nobody noticed him till this film came out in terms of his story. Like, can I just cut to Hani Rambod's story?
Yeah, sure.
Not Hani Rambod, Hadi Chupan. We have a new Mr. Olympia. As in December 18th, who dethroned the big Ramy. He's from Iran. Okay, and
really?
Very poor background, etc., etc. Couldn't afford eggs. Long story. Anyway, he wins Mr. Olympia, the premier bodybuilding competition, the number one physique in the world. And he says on the mic, through the translator in Farsi, he says clearly, I dedicate this to the women of Iran, which is just really fantastic. I wish people can see the guts to do that, because he has to go back and you don't want to take on establishment. We don't do it as comedians. I have never said anything about the government. You have
never.
Twice.
I have never said that.
No,
I love the government.
You move to Bhiwandi, immediately. Because they won't send you a VIP. They just don't come there.
Are you trying to say Bhiwandi has seceded from the rest of the country?
No, I haven't said that. What I said is the police refuse to go beyond Thane now. This is the point where we stop. Because the real job is in the red lights. How did we get there?
I don't know.
It's a movie special. Praveen Tambe. So underrated cricket. And probably if he played, if he was picked in his 20s, because he didn't have a leggy. We haven't had a leggy for a long time. He probably would have played a lot for India as well. It's very possible. So Rahul Dravid and Zubin Bharucha are the two people who saw this guy and picked him up. So I hope that's mentioned properly.
Yeah. The trailer used Rahul Dravid's speech, I think, where he gave somewhere, where he was giving an example of Praveen Tambe.
He's one of those educated Bangalore boys, so wherever he goes, he gives you a 7-minute speech.
Giving the example of how you should never give up on a dream if you have one. Because
what a story. That you can play your top level sport at 40. Rishi, who's already 30 now, our sound guy, wants to play football for at least, and I mean at least that 12th Road card, their team. So we're hoping that one day.
You don't know, he might Qatar 2032. Let's maybe.
You think they'll get it again? You didn't know what happened to our people?
I mean,
the only Indians at the World Cup have been carried out. What are you talking about?
That's because they also built the stadium.
Sorry, I apologize.
But never mind.
Move on.
Two sequels that I think, Cyrus, do you know what the idea of a legacy sequel is?
I suppose so. Leaving a legacy.
No, so essentially sequels of films that came out a long time ago are called legacy sequels, wherein they make the...
So the actors are all dead, but you have to redo...
No, so some of the actors return, the main cast returns, but they also introduce some new characters to sort of take the franchise forward.
Example.
So Top Gun Maverick is an example. The
that
original...
He's 96 and he's like a South Indian politician. They just can't retire him.
So the original Top Gun came out in 1986, I believe, and the new one has come some 36 years later now.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise returns
58.
as... He's 59, 60 at the time of recording, I think. Just this morning, he's posted a video from a stunt he's filming for the next Mission Impossible film. But so Tom Cruise returns, but he also introduces this new generation of a new actor called Miles Teller, who
will be the next. What's the name of the character?
Goose. Yeah. No, I think Goose was the original. This is Rooster.
Wow.
So, which is
looks like they hired me to write this one. Yeah. Bro, I'll come up with something. Don't worry. International comedian.
But highest grossing Hollywood film of the year.
Between Marvel franchise and DC franchise and this Top Gun kind of thing, it's all, if you notice, gimmicky, and the war for the bums in seats is going to people with the best visual effects.
No, but Top Gun Maverick is way better than your average DC Marvel.
True, it's a little more realistic in that sense, but it's all about the stunts now, bro. It's all about the fast-paced action.
Yeah. But I can believe that Tom Cruise is actually sitting in the cockpit flying that plane rather than a Marvel or a DC where I know they've just either used visual effects or body doubles.
Sadly, it's a Kingfisher plane, so we won't really.
Then the sequel wouldn't have come. Nor the legacy.
You know, Kingfisher is a bird that doesn't fly, and they went and named the plane. I mean, it's a bit ironic that you went for Kingfisher. Yeah. Or does it fly? Maybe it does fly. Well, I don't know.
So, highest grossing Hollywood film of the year came on number 1 thrice during its course.
Yeah.
And after a long time, we had a film that had legs. Like, I think it's still playing in some Indian multiplexes as well.
Yeah, because people haven't understood the ending. Go back and see it again. Yeah.
And the second legacy sequel, which might still be around when this episode releases, Avatar: Way of the Water. Have you seen it?
No, because of the pricing.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I know.
And my daughter is going for it, but I just refuse completely. Firstly, they don't want me. They're 16-year-old girls now. And they're having a creepy old father-uncle figure.
But you should watch it, Cyrus. That's also a film about a father relationship with the children.
Yeah, but I want to watch it in a blue uniform.
I get it.
I want to be a part of it. You know, I feel like an alien otherwise, honestly. I honestly, the first Avatar which I saw with her and all that, and you know, I was the only person in the theatre who was bored stiff.
Really?
I couldn't bear it.
Okay.
The moment everybody's blue, I'm like, what happened to racism? You know, you're killing it. What do we do? What do for prejudice? You know, I mean, go after the fat people, Abbas. Come on. So I was a little disappointed, But it's also
so then maybe this is not for you. If you were bored by the first one, then I don't know if you'll be around.
I still like my Avengers and my DC ones because I grew up on all the comics. But after some time, you know, there's a certain infantilism to these films which get to me. So I can't have every genre the same. That's why I quickly turned to erotica.
Okay.
And I feel
where all the maturity.
Where, yes, the dialogues are beautiful.
Right.
A pizza guy comes to your house, rings the bell, boom, I'm in. Yeah. Don't act like you haven't seen those movies, Mr. Intellectual.
No, I've seen Big Sausage Pizza 4.
Oh, it's about everything, everywhere, all at once.
True, yes. Yeah. Okay, lastly,
I've seen an erotic movie called Toppings.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Check it out. Yeah. Foreign Film Festival.
Toppings.
Maybe foreign as in Hindi for fast.
Right. Lastly, I'm going to recommend a Marathi film, which I think I've mentioned before.
Because we live here. It's a good choice, Abbas, my good friend. I'm glad we did this. Yeah.
A very time pass
but you didn't mention Pushpa and RR. And
I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm not on the RR hype
train.
Didn't go
into
I didn't really find it.
I don't want to badnaam them either, but yeah, because Gopal Dutt thinks they're the greatest films ever. But,
no, Pushpa I haven't seen, so I can't comment. But RRR, I mean,
he went and saw it in Telugu. First he saw Hindi dubbing, then he said, I have to get the real flavor. I'll see it in Telugu, even if I don't understand. I'll get the real flavor. And he came back even more impressed. I was so worried for him. I don't know what is wrong with Gopal Dutt. Yeah.
Gopal, I think, is a true cinema connoisseur.
He loved the film. Yeah. Kunal saw the same film and after 15 minutes he walked out. So, I mean, people are so different.
1 second, I can hear some buzzing sound.
No, that's Pushpa, the girl who works here.
Okay. So the Marathi film I'm recommending, I think I've mentioned it before on this show, called Zombivli. Okay, it's exactly what it says. It's a zombie apocalypse in Zombivli.
Are you sure Silvery isn't written in this film? Come on. You went from all these highfalutin films.
That's what I was like. This is a complete time pass. You leave your brains at home
it's
quite
a good
literally.
Genre, zombie.
Yeah.
The zombioid genre.
I mean, keeping in tune with your complaints about Nakabandi, once the zombie apocalypse happens, they don't let anybody leave Zombivli.
Oh my God, so lockdown.
So they're locked down in Zombivli.
And you're in Zombivli.
And you're in Zombivli and with zombies.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but the I mean,
Marathi cinema is quite rich that way.
Mild spoiler alert: the reason that for the zombie apocalypse that's revealed is actually the pollution in the water that has not been taken care of by the politicians.
So BMC comes to the party again.
So in the end, there is a message.
Is it BMC water? I don't know who.
I mean, they don't name BMC, of course, but there is a politician character in the film.
No, BMC is not politicians; they're bureaucrats. So we can't blame the politicians for everything.
Tomato.
Not really. Bureaucrats run the country. Politicians pretend to run the country. Right. Two different. It's like I pretend to run the show, but you guys run the show.
That's true.
Right or no?
Oh, now I get it. Yeah, so we are the BMC.
No, you're the zombie. You can't understand. Follow.
Yeah. But all these films are except for
I want to end with one.
Yeah, what have you seen that?
I don't watch full form anymore. I can't. I don't know what to do after 10 minutes. I kept fidgeting a lot. You know, so it's been very difficult. I can't think offhand if I saw anything.
You saw Elvis.
I saw Elvis because I want to take my mom, and I actually decided I'll take my mom every month to see a movie. But after that experience, I made it 2 months. Let's see how it goes here.
Which was the other one you saw?
No, so now we have to select what do I take for? I can't take for Avatar and
That's
all.
True.
I don't know. You know, it's more like I don't know. These are older people. They're older than me, and I'm already bored of Avatar. So you got to see whatever. But I was looking forward to Pathaan. I thought maybe that would be an interesting take on things, and he's not really had a hit for a long time. He's still a superstar, no question. And
he hasn't had a film out in a long time.
But
Zero was his last
all these,
film, which was 2019.
Yeah, so then you tell me. What Chennai Express was a hit, as far as I remember.
Yeah, but then again, I'm saying these are all films from 2018,
so for 3-4 years he's not had
anything.
And the last couple didn't really do well. So I think Shah Rukh Khan is due.
Yeah.
And also all the negativity he's got from the establishment. I think he's got a lot of support from people. So hopefully people go and see the movie whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
But what's your take since you're the inside?
On Pathaan?
Yeah.
I think it's going to have a massive opening.
Yeah.
Then it depends on the film. Whether if the film is trying to do a Mission Impossible
I'm going to wear an
thing.
orange sari and go. Just in solidarity.
Sari is fine.
Oh, okay.
Anything less than
Western
Western or anything showing your pecs and all.
So can I wear boob tube orange? Not allowed.
No,
Let's just be clear. I don't want a problem with
No, not allowed. Not at all.
Okay, so boob tube, no. Can I wear a singlet?
What's a singlet?
That like a ganji, but slightly westernized ganji, which the guys wear gyms and all that. Not la rupa banyan.
To be safe, no.
So no brava and all that. Obviously no. Swimsuit.
Stop making it only.
Speedo. Avengers. Superman. DC. No. Okay. So then I'll just wear green here. And watching Pakistan. Is that good?
A Pakistani film actually made quite waves this year. It's called Maula Jatt. And it starred...
it sounds more Punjabi than Pakistan, but go ahead.
Fawad Khan. Yeah, it's a Punjabi film.
But what is it? Romance?
So essentially it's this pulpy thriller. It's a remake of a 70s film where this very legendary figure called a rural figure called Maula Jatt fights for, I think, the rights of the farmers or something. I'm not exactly sure.
Is it Anil Kapoor film with the same
I'm sure, yeah. The plot isn't the most unique thing, but it's supposedly the most expensive Pakistani film ever made. So
do they have Indians in item numbers?
No.
What the hell? No Indians participate in the film?
No.
What's going on? The right wing will come after you now. This is not right.
They're coming after me.
Let's say we give employment to
if you kick out Fawad Khan from here, he's going to do something right.
I didn't kick him out.
So he did the American show, Miss Marvel. I am not blaming you, but he did Miss Marvel and then he did Maula Jatt.
Yeah. So you want to make your career get kicked out is what you're saying. Well, Praveen Tambe is still here.
Praveen Tambe is still here, yes, very much.
Now they're not letting him play.
Did you watch 83?
That was this year.
21
end, December
end of December, but it came on OTT this year. So
no, I wanted to watch it, but I watched snippets of it. But the problem is that
it's too inauthentic for you.
Yeah, and also it kills the feeling slightly for me. Because I have my own thoughts about it. I was a young kid and all that. I don't know whether I can recreate that. So I'm a little worried about it.
That's true. Yeah. No, don't watch it. It's not much.
And also a little worried about the lampooning part of the whole thing. Because as much as you like couples' accents and this and that, playing him for comedy.
I mean, it's unintentionally lampooned. I mean, I don't think their intention is to
It's a good job. It's a good job
fun,
and all that. But I'm saying for us, that's what's going to come out from what people told me.
Yeah.
Well, for us, it's much more. It's just purely cricket. From out of nowhere, 4 guys who swing the ball at medium pace at best, like Roger Binney, Madan Lal and all, became superstars overnight. And Kapil Dev's 175 and Shrikant's batting in the final, Sandeep Patil, Yashpal Sharma. Why are you bringing this up? I feel like a young teenager, with my first crush. All right. So that's it. That was a great roundup. But you've not mentioned one documentary because you also. I thought you mentioned some.
You want me to mention documentary?
You have to Google it. I thought
you surprisingly, I've been a little low on documentaries this year. I saw one documentary, but it was kind of very depressing.
What?
There's this guy called Jimmy Savile who was a
British, the pedophile.
Yeah, it was about the pedophilia.
What's depressing?
The fact that it was hidden for so many years and then when it came out, it was like, this was a creep who we were.
Famous guy,
very famous guy.
Bunch of famous guys around
host
him.
of Top of the Pops and all these legendary,
darling of the nation, etc., etc. But then the dark side. But what I say about celebrities, you never know what they really are. So I'm really worried about some of our panelists. I mean, what do we know about Kajol?
She hasn't been on the show for a while.
She hasn't been on the show? What's going on there? Why is she not on the show?
Because I think she's getting better gigs than this one.
This is a very good answer.
I think she's taking a bit of a break.
Okay. Anything in January coming out that we can look forward to?
Pathan's coming out in January.
Yeah, that's going to be Jan. Anything? What about Hollywood?
Hollywood, Jan and Feb are slow.
God, this guy knows everything. He knows the planning of the countries and all that. I mean, who are you? The United Nations? You're fantastic.
So we'll probably see Avatar sailing through Jan and Feb as far as Hollywood is concerned.
Really?
March, the next Marvel film is coming out, Quantumania.
Really?
So that's the.
I don't know what's
next
going to be
big-
more, IPLs or Marvel films.
I know.
There'll be 6 Marvel films and 12 IPLs. By the
That's
time my
true.
kids, grow up fully, I mean, that's all the world will be. Monday to Friday Marvel, Saturday, Sunday IPL. I mean,
Actually, yeah, that's very true.
what world are we inheriting?
Anything you'll be in next year?
Well,
Apart from Cyrus?
Except for Penthouse, which never released, and we don't know why they're not releasing it.
Penthouse.
Penthouse, not Penthouse,
not the
movie.
magazine.
No, not
Pet
the
of the
magazine.
year.
The magazine is gone.
Oh.
It doesn't exist anymore. But yeah,
That's how Sunny Leon got
We've
her
done
start.
this.
Na? That was a big this thing. She was the Penthouse pet of the year.
I'm sorry, I'm vegetarian. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea.
Oh, so but there's a film called Penthouse
which
in
we've
the
done,
ether.
and I don't know what happened.
Even my film is up in the air. I don't know when it's going to come out. Ghumar. I thought it was going to come out during Diwali.
Okay, then,
So maybe-
then let me pressurize him. Let Ghumar release first. Forget Penthouse. This is more important. I'll
Okay.
make sure this happens.
Okay.
All right. Can we go now?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Happy New Year, Abbas. I don't know if I'm
Happy
meeting
New
you
Year
after
to
this.
you
I
as
may. Will I be? Possibly not. Okay. Happy New Year.